It's Week 16 of the NFL, and we've got the Titans rocket on quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that with something last week resolves itself this time around.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Right back to Spears. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Pierce will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a pass.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball was not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now this throw caught left side. And getting this just shy of midfield. They spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Martinez under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now Stroud. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Here's Stroud. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Texans. Odell Beckham. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
First time they've hooked up here, good for 17 on a first down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigakokwo, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Let's go now.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stroud to throw it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Here's Martinez on first and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And way up past the 35 before it's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Hey, press real quick, press, no, alert.
Martinez now on first down. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Hand off to Spears. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Martinez working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Martinez to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal on 23-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 3rd and 7. And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete. Some touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance, they're getting off the field.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Martinez to throw on 2nd down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Martinez on 3rd down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Taken from just outside the 30. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
It's a pick at the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Stroud sets up the play action. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These 2 teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. 2nd and 10, here's Stroud. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Again, it's Stroud. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. Stroud. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
A 4-yard pickup on the play.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Short pass to Howard. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Caught left side, here's Dell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
2 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Throwing now is Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
On the bootleg, Stroud. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. Damian Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
To throw is Martinez. Off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Martinez. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Titans. With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
C.J. Stroud and the offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud, right side, complete to Mechie. And he's taken down inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Play action. Stroud now. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Martinez. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Oh, he shifts past him. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Houston.
Pierce gets this one running right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you're going to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Here's Swift. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is fielded at the 27. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now the Titans down by 2 touchdowns. 1:44 to go. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Here's Martinez operating from the gun. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Here now, 2nd and goal.
Now 2nd and goal.
That one's taken in by Spears. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Martinez. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. He'll let it go deep for Beckham, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Pierce will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Houston. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the 1st. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone